welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and today we're going to check in with our hips. I've been receiving some great feedback, thank you so much. And particularly after a pigeon pose, I got a lot of feedback and requests, chats about hip problems and just overall tightness in the hips that are affecting other areas of life. So hop on the mat and let's check in with the hips. Okay, so first we're going to come to seated here and just put one leg in front of the other. So we actually call this Siddhasana, but we're not going to worry about asana terms today, remember, Adriene? So we're just going to draw one heel into the center, followed by the next. And your knees might be like this, and that's okay. We're just going to totally let time and breath and space happen. Eventually they'll come down. I'm still even evolving my hip openers, of course. So don't worry about the shape. Just come into the sensation. I'll sit up nice and tall here. Inhale. And then we're going to come to these kind of spider fingers here. That's what we do in kids yoga. And I'm just going to take my spider fingers forward. Taking a check-in here to root down through the sit bones. So my sit bones are going to want to peel up here. But rather than let them peel up, I'm going to root them down. So I get the full gamut here. Walking forward if it still feels cool. And then maybe, if this is available to you, dropping onto the forearms here, the elbows. And this is where I really start to breathe into, in my case, the right hip, whichever leg, of course, is forward. So here, I'm going to let the weight of my head drop down. If you have a block or a pillow or blanket here, you can maybe bring it to allow the forehead to rest there. And then this is just a gentle thing, so it might not feel like a lot is going on here. But if we're pressing down through the sit bones, I'm really starting to breathe into the outer edge of my right hip and also just kind of compressing, massaging, stimulating the hip crease gently here. And just because I can't help but talk about the ripple effect, make sure your shoulders aren't, coming up to your ears. Make sure everything's nice and spacious here. Maybe you have a lot of flexibility in the hips and you can come all the way down. So a couple breaths here. And then I'll just move a little bit quickly here. My idea here is that I'll just kind of show you these stretches and then you can turn the video off or just let it play and do it on your own, taking your own time with these. I'll switch the legs and same thing, checking in now with the opposite hip. I feel a little more space in this hip for me than the other one, so I come all the way here. And then using the palms to support as I press back up. Voila, one. Okay, number two is going a little bit deeper in the hips, and it's just a great check-in. This is going to be different for everyone. Kind of a fire log pose here where I stack the shins. So some adults can go into these hip openers easy breezy with ease. I'm a great example because I'm like the other half of the adults, and I have to really spend a little time and space and breath to open up the hips. So one leg is in front, the other one's going to stack. Ideally, in the full-on fire log posture, the ankle stacks over the knee and the knee stacks over the ankle. And again, I have some folks in classes, even newbies to yoga, that can come into this easy breezy beautiful, where the knee goes all the way down. But look, I am not perfect here, and I'm breathing into my right hip, sit bones rooted, lifting up through the crown of the head, so I'm not collapsing here because that doesn't do me any good. So finding that support. And I have a lot of space here, so I'm going to slowly, I'm never going to press down into that knee, my friends. Don't press, that's just silly. But I will encourage it. The power of touch is good. Just kind of breathing. Notice I'm keeping my feet nice and bright here to protect the knees. I can take a block or a blanket here just for a little bit of support. And breathe in here. And then just to show the opposite side, nice and easy, mindfully coming out and switching to check in on the other side. And as you can see, left hip is a little bit more open. Breathing in here. So again, I'm not coming into any asana shape per se, even though I am. Everything is an asana, right? Shape of the body. Body shaping. But checking in with the sensation here. Breathing into the outer edge of that hip. I'm really feeling it wrap around here. That's yummy. And then with the supportive heart, kind of chest open here. I'll support as I come out and back to cross-legged. Okay, so the third thing is what we kind of refer to as eye of the needle. And this one's great because we have the support of our earth on our backs. So I'm going to start in a Dandasana here, just kind of walking you through. Soles of the feet come to the mat. And then, I guess I don't need to spell this out for you. Come to flat back. There we are, there we are. Take a deep breath in and out. Knees pointing up towards the sky. I'm going to keep the sole of the left foot on my mat and inhale, draw the right leg up. Just taking a second here to let the lower back become flush with the mat. Feel that support, it feels good. And then I'm going to bend my right knee and bring my right ankle across the top of the left thigh. Now this might look familiar. I'm going to gently take my palm. Again, no pressing hard, no slamming, and no slamming ever. No slam books here. Slam books suck. I never liked that. I never got that. It's just mean. Okay, palms opening to just kind of gently open the hip here and then bring that brightness into this foot. Okay, now I can walk my left heel up if that feels available, feels good. And if my hips are super de-duper tight, I might just stay here, just kind of gently pressing, breathing, of course. Nice full deep breaths. To go into the full stretch, I'm going to take my right fingertips and I'm going to take them through this hole here. I'm going to take my left fingertips and bring them around. And I have two options here. I can interlace on the top of the thigh here, it's going a little bit deeper into the hip. Or if that's feeling like a bit of a strain, then I'll start here with my fingertips interlacing underneath the thigh. So I have option here or option here. Now from here, no holding, right? Breathe deep. You can rock a little side to side. That sometimes feels awesome. Not only am I massaging the lower back here, but I'm really getting into that hip. And then I can also use, and this might be a little hard to see, but I'm going to use my right elbow to maybe press my right thigh out if I'm feeling like I can open the hip a little bit more here. Again, I can't help but encourage, full conversation in the body, so don't let the shoulders get all cramped up towards the ears. Relax, soften. Bring your awareness to your right hip. One last little goodie here is I can inhale in and exhale. Squeeze my left knee in as I peel the nose up. Again, I'm using my right elbow to kind of press on the right thigh here. Feet are nice and bright, not lazy, just full awareness. And then exhale, I melt down. Slowly release the fingertips, bring the sole of the foot back to the mat. Send that right leg up and unravel. Take a second here to windshield wiper these knees back and forth. Massaging the booty, checking in with the hips. Kind of stretching through the front of the hip creases here as I draw the right knee down. Nice big breath from Blue Healer. And then the opposite direction. And then we switch to the other side. Soles of the feet on the mat. Inhale, left leg up. And then bending here. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh as I gently guide my left knee open, gently. Eye of the needle. So this is like where the eye of the needle thing comes from. You probably know this, but just in case you're wondering, here's my needle. Yeah, is that right? Or no, this is my thread. Thread going through the eye of the needle here. And then I'll wrap around. Again, interlacing here or here. We can also use a strap here if we're not making it. I'll come here today and using my left elbow to, again, just kind of gently guide that left thigh out. Relaxing the shoulders down. And then maybe squeezing in here or rocking a little side to side. Ooh, yeah. Breathing deep into my left hip. Variation, I can inhale in, exhale, squeeze my knee up towards my chin, nose to knee-ish. And then back down. And then releasing the fingertips and unravel. One more time, I windshield wipered the legs back and forth. Again, I just want to point out, when you rotate to one side, so say my legs are going to the left, use this is a great stretch here, to draw that right knee all the way down, breathing into the front of the right hip crease. So we've been spending a lot of time stretching the outer, so kind of getting that space here. And then opposite side, take a couple breaths, drawing the left knee towards the front right corner of the mat, breathing in here. And then why not? Let's close it off with a little reclined butterfly. Letting each exhale soften and relax through the hips. Okay, so thanks to those of you who wrote in requesting for the hips. I love your feedback and I love your questions. Hopefully this helps you. If you have something in particular that you would like help with, or if you have questions about anything yoga related, leave a comment below and I'd be honored to help. Thanks everyone, and namaste.